2K's back at it again, guys, and we gotta talk about all the new players and on top of that, what to expect because we're gonna be getting a lot more. And if you're like me and you want to see 2K add a lot of cool stuff into my team, then like the video right now and tell me, what do you want to see 2K add specifically? Maybe a certain player, maybe a certain events, maybe locker codes. We can always use some locker codes. So I'm just curious to know because there's people that complain, there's people that don't care, there's people in the middle. So I'm just curious to know like what you want to see specifically get added into my team. And speaking of stuff that's getting added, let's take a look at the new players, and bam, so they are releasing this new set of cards, which obviously not the best set of players by any means. Like, this isn't gonna be like a Dark Matter Wembanyama. It is Marc Gasol, it is Pau Gasol, it is Ginobili up in here, and then Chris Middleton, definitely a mid card right there, but it is Middleton, he's a shooter. And then also we have a Daryl Griffin, but obviously with these opals in this set, we are gonna be getting a free diamond on top of that too, because every Tuesday that's what 2K does, right? They say, you know, they basically release a new set of players every Tuesday, so there's gonna be an agenda for an option pack. And then of course it is part of that collection where, you know, it locks in for a 99 overall Dark Matter, which I'm not gonna be locking in. I don't think anyone really is gonna be locking it in, so I'm expecting 2K to really come out with some crazy Dark Matters very soon as well. So that's just gonna be part of that set, right? You're gonna get a free diamond option pack. You're gonna be able to purchase them if you want, you know, pink diamond, diamond, and galaxy opal option pack for those players. And now obviously we have to address, you know, the big elephants, literally the big elephant in the room, because I did tell you guys that Lunar New Year is around the corner. 2K is gonna be adding stuff, and we're gonna cover that in a bit, obviously, because Lunar New Year is going to be this Wednesday. Don't forget to log in. You want to make sure to log in because you do end up getting this envelope event card, which you know, the envelope event card is going to be most likely like a Shaq type of, you know, winter festival type of event. At least that's what I'm expecting. 2K, you know, we're waiting to see if they're going to reveal it, but first, you know, I do want to take a look at some of these cards that 2K is adding, which obviously I'm curious to know about Marc Gasol because I did run against him in park. So he was actually one of those players that he definitely is one of the bigger guys, and he could definitely hang with my Dark Matter Shaq. Like, this is a big boy. This is as big as they come sometimes, you know, pause. But 7'4" wingspan, 6'11", you know, not the best release by any means for him, but it definitely is one of those releases where once you get down, it's definitely going to be green. And the fact that he's almost 7 foot tall, and of course, you know, 265 pounds, he's definitely one of the bigger, heavier centers. And so he's going to have his typical Marc Gasol lower, upper, you know, basic dribble style. When it comes to the stats and badges, you know, we do have ourselves, of course, 96 interior, 78 speed is tough. I really wish that was a lot higher, but he does come with a 93 three-pointer, 80 driving dunk. This is one of those players where, like, if you want to go after him, you can, and then if you don't, then you just don't. You know what I mean? It is Marc Gasol, the big boy. He does have a ruby, and this was the gems of the game. But then his brother, Mr. Pow Pow, Kobe's, you know, man right here. R.I.P. to my boy Kobe, man. Yesterday was, you know, it's been 5 years, man. It's crazy since we lost Kobe. It's just wild. 5 years just flew by, man. Half a decade. That's crazy. And so Pau Gasol, 7-footer right here, 7'4" wingspan, 93 pointer, 80 speed. He definitely does have, obviously, well, not that much of a difference with speed. His release is not the best, though. He did have the amethyst, which a lot of people did use in the beginning, but that's because there really wasn't that many centers. And honestly, at the moment, like, there's definitely some centers, but they definitely do need to start adding more power forward and center cards, especially since they just keep adding shooting guards and shooting guards and shooting guards. And so basic dribble style, slow release timing, so his release definitely is not going to be the best. Marc Gasol definitely the better between the two, you know, Gasol brothers. But Pau does have 1 inch on his brother, still 7'4" wingspan. He's skinnier, so Marc Gasol's still going to be the bigger boy. And with a slow release timing, and of course the stats, definitely not the best card, you know. Again, I still think right now is the best time to just really save that MT, you know, for the bigger and better cards, obviously. So with Pau Gasol, he's going to be Mr. Pau. No disrespect to him, but obviously, you know, he's going to be the opal, which is going to be in the opal option pack too. And then Ginobili, my boy Ginobili, another shooting guard. So many shooting guards. I wish we had as many shooting guards or as many center power forward players as we do shooting guards, because it's crazy. So another 6'6" shooting guard, 6'9" wingspan, 205 pounds, 96 speed, 92 three-pointer, 85 driving dunk, 92 perimeter defense. You know, he's going to be a shooting guard. You know, I feel like at this point, almost everybody already has a better shooting guard, but if you don't, he's definitely going to be there. I do consider these cards more on the, you know, on the rare side because not many people open packs for them. We did have the diamond one previously, Poetry in Motion. So he's definitely going to be expensive, not because he's going to be elite, but he's just going to be rare, right? And so Gary Trent Jr. lower, Joe Ingles upper, pro dribble style, you know, Ginobili. Not really that interested in him. You know, I'm more interested in Marc Gasol personally out of the Gasol brothers. But, you know, obviously that's just if I had to choose one. And then Chris Middleton, I mean, listen, it's Middleton. you know what you get yourself. The shooting guard 6'7". Mr. Mid up in here, 95 3-pointer, 75 driving, no 86 speed. He's nothing special. It's just gonna be like if you ever played with Chris Middleton, like you're getting Chris Middleton. You know what I mean? So normal release timing, his normal lower upper pro dribble style. Nothing crazy with him. He is 6'7" though, so at least he has an inch on Ginobili. And then of course, Mr. Griffith right here. Again, not a special card by any means. I do believe that 2K might add a decent diamond, but lately they haven't really been adding, great diamonds for these option packs. But hopefully they do. I mean, they got to release a good one in 1 week, right? So 6'4", he's definitely a shorter shooting guard. 6'7" wingspan, 92 ball, 98 driving dunk, 94 speed. Yeah, nothing special with him either. Yeah, it's really just gonna be one of those sets where, like, if you want one of the Gasol brothers, you try to get him. And if you don't, it's a great week to just, again, keep saving that MT. And you want to save that MT again because of this right here. Now, 2K, I ended up waiting a little bit more, and they have not tweeted out anything, which they have done before. If you remember when they released the winter, festival events, they actually did not give us a heads up. They kind of just dropped this. They were like, oh, hey, by the way, there's a Dark Matter Shaq now and a Galaxy Opal Kawhi and then a bunch of other players. So I think it's going to be the exact same thing. I still believe that we are getting a Lunar New Year events as well as locker codes for Lunar New Year. They did, have the other festival, but sometimes they reveal it, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they give you a heads up, sometimes they don't. And I feel like they kind of would just want to, focus on the Gasol brothers just to get people to be like, hey, those are going to be available too, before they overshadow them with, like, the real thing that people care about, which, of course, is going to be a Yao Ming. We're definitely getting Yao Ming. Whether it's going to be tomorrow, Wednesday, or Friday, that's left to be determined, obviously. But, tomorrow, I still think we are going to be getting that event. Most likely Wednesday, if not Friday, they could save Dark Matter Yao Ming for a Friday pack drop. They definitely could do that. And in terms of, like, stuff that we're getting, you guys know, if you've been playing, you basically are expecting a Jeremy Lin. You're expecting a Yao Ming. They always go in. I'm still scared because, that word special insert. Last year, that's really when things really went downhill. So I'm a little scared about that. But I did give 2K about like an hour or so to see if they were going to tweet out about Lunar New Year. They are not tweeting it out. So I'm assuming, again, it'll probably debut tomorrow morning. And obviously, I am going to be going after Yao Ming one way or another. Whether they make him a Dark Matter or a Galaxy Opal, that's left to be seen. I am expecting a Yi. I am expecting, other players. I'm expecting locker codes for Lunar New Year. Most likely, they'll probably just give us a Jeremy Lin. Maybe they just might add him, give him an evolution like they did right here. Which really wasn't that great, but they did do that, and so I'm expecting, obviously, 2K to do that, and then the big boy, obviously, with Marc and Pau Gasol. This, I think, is just more signs that we're getting Yao. I mean, it's obvious, like, so make sure to log in, claim that, obviously, right there, too, and as soon as they do reveal it, I'll be sure to make more videos. In the meantime, though, if you want to see more, check out the free stuff they added today, as well as the No Money Spent series, and as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.